Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for this because it's going to be quite weird. Essentially, this mission here, Death on the Mississippi or whatever, I found it so utterly boring that I could not actually muster a decent commentary out of it while I was playing. I don't know what it is, it's just there's too many targets and no real interesting way to take them all out. So it just got really frustrating, and I just kind of hurried through it. I just got tired of waiting. So I just didn't like the commentary I had for it, so I'm completely scrapping that. I don't want to do the mission over again. Not in a million years. And I'm just going to show you the abridged version of what I did, because it's quite simple. I'm actually surprised, however, that I managed to get Silent Assassin out of it. I did not think I really did it that well. But apparently I did. My body count was low enough. And so, yeah. Basically, it's pretty easy to get the guards outfit, the sailors. And from there, you go into the boiler room, and you have to find... One of the targets is down there. There's a total of 7 targets. One of them is down there, and you can easily just shove them over the rails into the machinery down there. Then just the rest of them are just kind of systematic. Wait for some guys to come out onto some balconies that you can just chuck them over. And then you can poison a couple of the dudes by poisoning some food and then taking it up to them. Just make sure... I'm pretty sure none of the waiters will bring the food up to the gang themselves. I had poisoned some of the food and noticed that I never went up there, and I realized that it was because the waiters took it out to the patrons, which I'm surprised none of them died. But that was fortunate that none of them died, and so all I had to do was poison the food, take it up myself, and 2 of them ate it, and then the last one I just had to chuck over a rail, as usual. And then the big man himself, the skipper, I just wanted to make it a bit more fun, so I put a bomb in his cake and blew that up. So from there, you just have to get into a safe and then get back down and off the ship. For some reason, you can only take a lifeboat that's on the... Would it be the bow or the stern? I'm not really sure. One end of the ship. I'm pretty sure it's the stern, the back of it. One end of the ship, and then the really hard part is just getting there with your suit on, because there's no way you can get through there without going through restricted areas. Or at least not as far as I've seen, so you just kind of have to run for it. And that's that. The rest of this video will be the next mission, Till Death Do Us part. Which was a bit more fun than this, but I don't know. These missions are starting to get kind of tiresome. We'll see if I can finish the game, though. Hopefully the next ones will be more entertaining.
Letter for Mr. Julio.
Thanks. Code red. You forgot your tip.
That's all right.
I insist. On the table by the bathroom.
Hello, 47. One more assignment from our Mississippi client. Margot LeBlanc has married the leader of the Blue Claws. They were just married in a civil ceremony, but they'll be having a private ceremony for friends and family to celebrate. Your targets are the groom and the father of the bride. The bride herself is absolutely off limits. We ought to be able to get you back to civilization after this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I apologize for not really doing the last mission. Truth is, it's just so goddamn boring. But I'm actually quite surprised I managed to get Silent Assassin on that one. Let's see what I can upgrade. I keep doing upgrades, but because I keep restarting, I lose them. So I have to choose them all over again. I want this. Quicker lockpicking. So that's very handy. That's if I have a sniper rifle, which I never use, so... Truth is, I just like to go for the, professional way of doing things, which is quietly and up close. But this mission is actually not too difficult, very quick, if you know what you're doing. But I don't know, it's kind of sad because if you take your time, it actually ends up being a lot funnier. Essentially, these are all just a bunch of rednecks here, bunch of you know, good old boys in the bayou, having a wedding in their traditional way, which is to shoot alligators and dance like fools and talk a lot of shit. But the most amusing character is actually the,
Hello, 47.
let's buy some
One more
intel.
assignment from our Mississippi client.
Come on, next one.
Margot LeBlanc has married the leader of the Blue Claws. They were just married in a civil ceremony,
The
but
priest.
they'll be having a private ceremony.
The priest who's supposed to be marrying them, he's supposed to be performing the ceremony. We, just to make things easier on us, we actually have to take the priest out. Actually, I don't know what would happen if we didn't take him out, but it makes it a lot easier to take him out and just make sure he never actually starts the ceremony. But if he were to, it's actually hilarious because the way he performs the ceremony, it's not what you'd expect from a man of God. So it's just very entertaining. There's a lot of gunshots going off, so essentially what that does is it makes it easier. If you ever need to fire your gun, as long as no one sees you shoot somebody, they won't suspect anything. And as long as you do it outside, you can't do it in the house, of course. What we need from this guy is his invitation. Let's keep that away. So yeah, that guy, he's had a few too many. If you don't get the invitation, you basically cannot get in the house without getting into a lot of trouble. But you don't need an outfit for this one, actually. Although getting a guard suit is handy, which we will do later. But for the most part, an outfit does not really help you. So essentially what we gotta do is go this way. The bride comes out here. We can talk to her, but there's no real reason for that, I don't think.
Congratulations.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure of an introduction.
Jacob Leiter. I'm a friend of your father's.
Jacob Leiter. Well, now that does ring a bell. I'm afraid Daddy ain't feeling himself just now.
You must not be feeling your lips, 'cause they ain't moving.
The crazy old coot won't let guests onto the second floor. I do so hope he'll come around before the ceremony. Maybe y'all can catch him then.
I'll look forward to that, man.
Jacob Leiter. That must just be his pseudonym for when he's on the job. I've never heard that anywhere else. For some reason, the last two missions we have not had any appearance from the FBI guy or anything. Right now, you're not actually allowed in the kitchen or anything. You're only allowed in the front hallway and in the reception hall over to the where we just came out of. The rest of the place you're not allowed in as a guest. So if we get seen in here, actually, if only the guards seem to get upset if they see you in here. Everybody else won't care, but you take care of that really quick and hop in here. Essentially, why I know that poisoning the cake is a good idea is because of this. The groom can't keep himself away from the whipped cream on the wedding cake. So a small dose of poison will take him out nice and quick. Now, I've tested this once, and in my experience, the groom happens to come in at a point in time where there's nobody else really in here. There's the priest. We're going to have to deal with him later. Because we cannot afford for the groom's body to be spotted once he goes down. There he is. Ain't he a handsome fellow? Man, that's some heavy-duty poison there. For him to go down after just one taste of it. Right, now we have to move him quick. Possibly would have saved me time to open this beforehand, but not substantial enough. Alright, so now that he's gone, just hop out, and all is well. You can head back inside, no problem. Well, hello, Father.
Hi there, Father.
Now we just have to wait for him to go somewhere secluded. Except where he goes, we actually cannot directly follow. Or at least not be seen doing so. So we have to let him do it quietly. Make sure no guards can see us when we do it. There's a guard. Through that door, he will probably see us. So we have to wait for that door to close itself, and then we can sneak in. I have never gotten the waiter's outfit. I don't think it helps too much for this mission. It only gets you to a couple of places that you cannot normally go. She's standing there, and she'll probably stop you if you try to go in there, but there's also a guy at the top of the stairs who will likely see you try to go through that door. So it's not the best idea. He suspects nothing. We let ourselves in. And the Padre should be right around the corner here. Oh. Howdy. You're not where I expected you to be. Hopefully he'll come back again. Ah, bugger. I missed it. Father, sneaking a nip of the, devil's juice there.
Do what he says, please.
That's all we gotta do. We can actually get his, the key to his own boat as an alternative means of escape, which is not truly advantageous. Make sure his body is secluded. We can also get his suit, which also does not really help us. And his hollow Bible. We could hide a weapon in there. But I'd rather not, and I'd also rather nobody really find this, so let's just leave this all here. Door won't close because his feet are in the way. That's better. Alright, so that's done with. The Father will never call the ceremony, so we don't have to worry about anyone going downstairs. And hopefully we don't have to worry about anyone coming through here. In my experience, no one will ever find the body there. But I just don't want anyone to come in while we're kind of wandering around where we should not be wandering. So this one's not quite as boring, but it's a lot easier than the last one. And there are somewhat more interesting ways to deal with people, but I guess before I was just too determined to make everything look like an accident. So that was kind of the problem. That's why everything seemed so boring. I was just throwing everybody over ledges and shit. Now, the way to get a guard's outfit is to take this out. The problem with this is actually hard to stay unseen when the guard comes up and still have time to get over there in time to take him out. I gotcha. Good night. And there we go. Should be okay to leave him there. I don't think anybody else will come up here unless we create another distraction. If we... Alright, there's our target. Target number 2. The father of the lucky lady who shall not be so lucky anymore. Although, I don't know. There's a bit of hint that the bride might actually be the client. But I don't think that's true, because Diana said that this contract was from someone who already gave us a contract, which could still theoretically be her. I mean, she's part of a criminal enterprise after all. Perhaps a bit wiser than her own father and the people she's associated with. So he wanders off down here. He goes towards a small cemetery outside his place, where there's a couple different ways to deal with him. I kind of want to see if I can do it in a somewhat more interesting way. Now, I originally conceived of another way to deal with this guy, which was to, when he went back to his TV room, we just kind of human shield him and take him out to his balcony and throw him over. But too many guards kind of patrol there, so it's very hard for me to do anything without being noticed. I mean, at least one guard is up there, but trying to take him out quietly is really difficult. And for some reason, there tends to be one guy who just comes out and sees him. He's got a bucket for some reason. There are actually, I'm not sure if you ever see them, but there are alligators in the water. Excuse me, gents. Now, trouble here, of course, is that on this pier of sorts, there are a lot of guards. Thankfully, all those windows are closed, so the guy in there won't see us, but this guy is probably the biggest trouble. So what we have here, we can shove him into that hole, which takes him out pretty handily. We could whack him on the head with that shovel over there, which is a bit entertaining. Or we could try giving some kind of creature a meal out of him. Let's see if we can do it quick enough.
They was listening to everything and seeing everything.
Well, now he's moving. I guess we screwed that up. I didn't think he would turn around. But I guess it's not that difficult to sneak.
Don't nobody shoot!
Now, I don't really know where the alligators are supposed to be. I know he kind of heads over there, tosses some chum into the water. But maybe there's some in the water here as well. Nope, that didn't work. So that really is a lot easier than I thought. Just a quick shove and it's over with. Right. Well, I don't think anyone will find him there, but if they do, they'll just think he tripped. So, like I said, very easy mission. Compared to the last one, it definitely takes a lot less time. Now all we gotta do is get our suit back and get out of here.
Sir.
Shit, what?
What are you doing with that door, sir?
Did not expect that door to be locked. Alright. So, simple. Very simple. And with that done, all we have to do is get out of here. So that's one kill, one accident, no bodies found. There's really no chance of things going wrong, I think. Just get back on our boat and be gone. So, how long did it take me? 14 minutes as a silent assassin. Very easy mission, but if you take your time with it, you'll probably be even more amused. It's just a lot harder to pull it off if you're slow. And that's that, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Hitman Blood Money. And 2 missions in one just because the last one. Fuck it. I'm just going to do like an abridged version with a post-commentary before this, which surely you'll have seen by now. ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed. Hopefully the next mission will be even more entertaining. And have a nice day.